Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. You're back with Darren at Green Pro Clean Limited, window cleaners in Nottingham, Derbyshire, South Leicester and Yorkshire. And today's video is my top tips, my complete and utter top secret guide for lead generation closing. Now, I'm going to start off by saying that several people that have been customers in the past have been messaging me going, oh, can I get a link to this video? And the answer is no. The answer to that is quite simply no. If you're not a customer now, you just don't get a link to it. It's that straightforward. So to you guys that are getting this link, it is not in your interest to share it with other people. It is not in your interest to give it out to other people, because whilst what I'm going to tell you in this video is black and white and is blatantly obvious, people just don't see what's right under the old nose, as it were. So keep it to yourself is my advice. I mean, if you want to share it, go right ahead. I'm not your mother, I'm not going to be able to stop you. But the more you spread this around, the more people have this tip, and the more people, even in your own backyard, will be closing more business that's not going to you. And I'm only doing this because you are loyal to us, you're lead generation clients. So that's the reason that I'm making this video. That's enough of the preamble. Let's get down to it. I've told several of you this over the phone in conversations with you in the past, those that I've spoken to. And you'll already know exactly what I'm talking about, but this will help to reaffirm it. This will help to get it to sink into your old grey matter up there. And what I'm about to tell you, you do need to practice and practice and practice. Use it every time. Now, my background goes way, way, way back during the war when I was a boy back in 1980, whatever it was. In the old advertising days, and we used to work off of scripts, and you had to follow the script. You would be sitting there on your call selling your advertising, so blah blah blah, extra long life, yeah, and you had to work to the script. But you closed, you got deals from it. It was all about close, and it was about finding the script that worked, and that's all this is. It's a script. So step one, you get your leads in. Now, step two, many people are phoning all these people and phoning them and phoning them and phoning them. And some of them, as I've always said, you're only ever going to close 60-70% of these leads. You're going to get a percentage of time wasters, tyre kickers, shopping for price, think it's £3 and a toffee crisp. You're going to get a percentage of your dog turd jobs where you rock up, old fridge freezers, bits of kids' bikes, 3 feet of grass and dog turds in the front yard, where you know full well you just need to drive on, don't sort about, don't mess about, just get out. But there's always that percentage that don't answer the phone. Why do they have a mobile? Because they're retarded, straight up. Because you ring and they'll be looking and go, oh, I don't know who that is, I'm not answering that. And you'll leave them a voicemail. Oh, I don't know who left me a voicemail, I'm not checking that. And you'll send them a text. Oh, it's the window cleaner. Yeah, I'll get back to him when I'm ready. And stuff like that. And they just don't bother answering. Why? Because they haven't met you. Their only impression of a window cleaner is that scruffy little scouser. Yeah, I'm aiming at the scousers today. Hey, calm down, hey. But anyway, sorry, Dave Monk. If this gets back to old Dave Monk, it'll be a laugh. He's not a Lead Gen customer, so I don't see how it would, but I'll soon know because he'll be on the phone. But anyway, you know, the tracksuit bottoms, you know, fag hanging out their mouth, ladder on the shoulder, and the old Vauxhall Astra parked up on their driveway. That's the only pre-existing notion of a window cleaner. They're not expecting you to roll up in a brand new Renault Traffic or a Ford Custom Transit or whatever they're called these days, with, you know, 10 grand a year in the back. They're not expecting that. And even if you don't have that, it still don't matter. They're just not expecting you to turn up in a professional, presentable manner. Now, I had an argument once with a fella who was going to be coming on board, who told me he wasn't going to wear my uniform. I said to him, you are, mate, because it's company colours. So step one is the uniform. Now, this is not my uniform. This is just a big old gap. Get it? Gap. Never mind. Anyway, the jokes get worse. But anyway, and I always say company name and window cleaning. And then on the back, in the biggest letters possible, window cleaner. So you turn up to somebody's house and they've already got the gist of who you are because you've smartly turned out. And we always went for the good old polo neck, pure and simple, job done, job's good, happy days. So you got that on your side. Now you're phoning all these people up and you're like, hello there, it's John the window cleaner. Yeah, you've inquired for a quote for your window cleaning, and a lot of them you're going to get to say, yeah, no problem, pop round Tuesday 4 o'clock or whatever. And one big mistake that a lot of people are making, and I've done it myself. I say it's a mistake, but you're shooting yourself in the foot a little bit. on being able to grow your customer base, because you're looking at buying 50 leads or 150 leads, even 20 leads. You know, or that might get me 20 new customers. If you're buying 20 leads, you should be thinking, that's going to get me 60 new customers minimum. Straight up, I do not shit you, straight up. If you do it right. So you're buying these 20 leads, and you'll get on the phone and you go, oh yeah, 3-bed semi, Mrs. Smith, lovely. Any conservatory? No, and it's one of the right to buys down the old council estate. Is it? Happy days. So that'll be £15 a month, windows, frames, seals, doors, etc. And that's it. You'll close that deal, and then you've got Mrs. Smith on board. And that's the end of it. You bought a lead, you closed the lead. Woohoo. Wait up. If you had said, no problem, Mrs. Smith, I always look at every job before I take it on, just to make sure there's no surprises for me, no surprises for you. And so, can I see you Tuesday, 4 o'clock? Lovely. I'll see you then, Mrs. Smith. When you pop round to see Mrs. Smith, you look at the house to the left, you look at the house to the right. Play back on video, that's probably back to front. But anyway, you look at all the other houses, and if they're a bit manky, a bit minging, they ain't had a window cleaner for a while. When you're closing down Mrs. Smith, you finish with, do you happen to know the people next door? They should be, oh yeah, Beryl and Dave, come on, I'll introduce you. That's it. You're through the door next door. You're already halfway home and dry. Because Beryl and Dave are sitting there going, oh, Mrs. Smith's having some, is she? Oh, we'll have some of that too. Because it's all about keeping up with the Joneses. It's a very English thing. We've got a few Polish customers, some Hungarians as well on our lead generation operating in the UK these days. So keeping up with the Joneses is an English expression that means that when the man next door gets a shiny new car, oh, we better get one as well. Don't want to be like looking like we can't keep up with them. Bit of what's the word, consumerist, I would guess, mentality, but that's the way it goes. So anyway, always visit every lead in person, even the ones that don't answer the phone, right? When they don't answer the phone, don't reply to your texts. There's no point sending me a message back going, oh yeah, Daz, I can't get hold of this one, I can't get hold of that one, I can't. Well, why? Have you been there at a sensible hour, 10 a.m. on a Saturday, for example, when office hours are closed, or not 5:30, it doesn't give them time to get home, 6:30, 7 o'clock of an evening, knocked on the door and said, hiya, John the window cleaner, here, blah, blah, blah. Job's a good one. See what I mean? So when you've exhausted every possible option for getting hold of them, then come back to me and go, yeah, Daz, I couldn't get hold of that one. And I will tell you the same thing. Like I said, I only expect you to close about 65-70% of these. I don't expect you to get every single one of them. It's just not viable. We never have, and we never will. Now, I'm just going to adjust this a little bit because I want to shift my backside. It's going numb after 7 minutes, 40 odd seconds. So anyways, let's get down to it. When a window cleaner goes out on a quote, they'll get out to Mrs. Smith's house, take a look around and go, yeah, oh, Mrs. Smith, so I'll clean your windows once a month here for 15 quid a month. Oh, 15 quid a month. Oh, yeah, all right. I'll have a little think about that and I'll be in touch. And the window cleaner will walk off, expecting a phone call from Mrs. Smith because you're possibly a noob and you'll be sitting there going, oh yeah, well that one was promising, I'll probably get that. No, you won't. You'll never hear from her again. That's the end of that. Now, that's the end of that, because the next window cleaner she has that comes round is going to do exactly what I'm going to tell you to do right now. And that is, you will sit there and you will say, and this is the part that, practice it in the mirror, practice it on, wait until your wife slaps you with a rolling pin, because you've said this to her so many times that it just rolls off your tongue, just like that. Now, when you turn out, hello, Mrs. Smith, here to give you a quote for the window cleaning. Oh, lovely, yeah. Can I just take a quick look around, Mrs. Smith? Yeah, happy days. Now, if she follows you around the house, if she's one of them, yeah, have a little look at the windowsills, run your fingers over them like you're inspecting them for the quality of the dirt level on them, etc. Make it look like you know what the hell you're doing, instead of just going, yeah, you've got some windows, because, yeah, they don't impress much. Now, when you give her a price, it's quite simple. It's like this. Now, what I'm going to do for you, Mrs. Smith, is I'll clean all of your windows, your frames, your sills, your doors, the tops, the bottoms, the fronts, the backs, all the way around, once a month, for just £15 a month. That is it. That's the only secret out there. That is the only thing in the world you need to know. By the way, it doesn't have to be 15 quid. The price is whatever you decide it is. It's your business. The price is the price. But it's what I'm going to do for you, Mrs. Smith. Now pay close attention, boys and girls. What I'm going to do for you, Mrs. Smith, is I'll clean all your windows, your frames, your sills, your doors, the tops, the bottoms, the fronts, the backs, once a month for just 15 quid. Those 8 things. 8 things her brain is like, oh, you're going to do me windows and me frames and me sills and me door, and all that for just 15 quid. Whereas the other bloke, he's only going to clean the windows for 15 quid, but you're going to do the windows, the frame. You're going to be doing exactly the same as the other bloke. He's probably going to do all of that as well. but he just didn't pitch it right. He just didn't sell it right. He went out to sell him a car and went, yeah, got a car for sale if you want to buy it. And that were it. As opposed to going, oh, well, this one here, this is the 2.7 litre. It's got the heated seats, the climate control, the sat nav. It's even got one of them clever thingies that talks back to you, the parking sensor. He didn't bother selling it. He didn't bother doing his job. That's why when he turned out and gave him exactly the same price as you, and he's just as reliable as you, he never closed the deal. And that's the reason that you go out to every single job. And that is how you close 90% of the ones where you do get through the door. You'll never close 100%, that's just a fact of life. But you'll close at least 90% of the ones where you do get through the door. So big ass mosquito, they got a taste for me out here. Maybe it's the white meat or something, who knows. But anyhow, so that is that tip. Now I've already given you the tip about Mrs. Smith. So you're in then, love, happy days, £15. I'll text you night before I'm coming so you can leave the gate on the latch in case you're out and about. And jolly good. And oh, by the way, people next door, do you happen to know them? Oh yeah, Bevel and Dave. You see? That's where it comes in. But also, now I've said this, if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. I've done tons of leaflet drops in the past. Total waste of my lifetime. I'm never getting back. And leaflet drops, unless you're doing them in the millions, are complete and utter waste of your life and mine. And the trees around us and whatever else we can throw in there for good measure. Now, excuse me. Now, what you're looking for, little business cards, and mine just normally say Green Pro Clean, window cleaning, you know, we're the company that include the frame, seals, doors, yada yada yada, a standard phone number or Facebook Messenger, something like that. That's all you want on the front. On the back, a little space for the price. So price, 50 quid, once a month. So a little business card, it's also a quote card. Now, have 2 or 3 of these every time you go on a quote. So by the way, Mrs. Smith, I am looking to take on some more customers at the minute and expand my round. So can I give you these cards here and you pass them on to anyone you think might need a window cleaner? Because people love to gossip and brag, especially in the UK. They love to be down to bingo or whatever it is, or down at wherever they go to work in the morning, or if they're whatever they're doing, they love to brag. Oh, I've got a lovely new window cleaner, that John, yeah, great fella. He does all my frames, all my seals. Got a number for him. Does he do my? Yeah, I've got his card right here. There you go, bosh. And so that one lead that you went on has become 2, 3, 4, and so on. And you can make it exponential. It will become a self-perpetuating entity, but you just got to put the work into it. I'm sitting down here, as you can see, with our banana leaves on the go over there. In fact, hang on, we'll do a little bit of a focus adjustment there. But as you can see, once again, palm trees, tropical, yada yada yada, and all that. Not doing that to make you jealous, doing that to point out the fact that because I've been pitching this way for the last so many years, my phone is still ringing every damn day. But the problem is, because I'm 8 hours ahead of you guys, it's normally 3 in the bloody morning with people going, oh, I'll get a quote for my window cleaning, mate. Well, of course you can. But still, you know, I take the calls, I pass them on to the lads, and they get out there and close the deals. Why? Because I built it to become a self-perpetuating entity. And that's why it works. So I hope you find these tips useful, guys. Thumbs up if you do, thumbs down if you don't. It's all good, as I always tell you. Comments, they go, yeah, just in that bit down there. And yada da da da, as they say. Talk to you all soon. Any questions, guys? You got my phone number. If not, I'll pop it down below there. Remember, I'm 8 hours ahead of you. So if you're phoning me and you don't want to be met with a tirade of abuse, do so between, say, 7 and 12 your time. And that way you won't get met with type attitude. So anyway, guys, it's Sunday. Hope you're having a decent week coming up, because we are in the middle of this CO19 outbreaks. So I hope your week goes well. Stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks for watching.